Hello students, welcome back to the class. In the last class we have discussed about what are the various forms of regionalism, and also we have discussed about what is the definition of regionalism which was suggested by Maheshwari, okay, and we will discuss about what are the another form of regionalism we will discuss in the now in this class. So in the last class already we have discussed that according to S.R. Maheshwari, regionalism is nothing but a particular territory will be considered as a region when it contains different variables as well as different degree. A particular territory will be considered as a region when it contains a different topography, different religion, different landforms and different languages, different historical traditions, customs, cultures. All these things were considered as a region. So that particular territory when it contains the different variable, that is called as region. Next we have seen that regionalisms are mainly of two forms. One is positive forms, positive aspects of regionalism, and one we have discussed about what are the negative aspects of regionalism. In India we have seen that regionalism in India expressed in the various forms. If you see that secession from Indian Union, so whenever if you see that if one state ceases to exist, forced to exist, or if the one state loses control over the other territories, so that is also called as secession. So that is a form of regionalism. Next one, if one states have demanded separate statehood, if one state completely demanded separate statehood, that is called as region. If the one state have demanded the greatest autonomy, then that is called as region. If there is a problem between the central and state government, interstate, if there is a problem between different states or between the central and state, that is also a form of regionalism. And aggressive regionalism means whenever if there is a proud upon, if a person has a proud upon one region and if they have hatreds towards other region, so that is a form of aggressive regionalism. Now already we have discussed in the last class, what we have discussed in the last class. So we have discussed in the last class that what are the form of regionalism. So during the post-independent period there are many states they demanded that they wanted to be separate from the Indian Union, but the states reply, okay, but the states have solved the problem peacefully and the demand was ended. So whatever the demand which is going on since from the post-independent period, like Dravidam Munnetra Kazhagam from Tamil Nadu, they demanded a separate state within India. Similarly, there are some states like Mizoram and Nagaland have demanded the separate state, and Punjab also demanded the separate state. So whatever the demand which were started during the 60s, 70s and 80s, all the demand were ended, okay, so peacefully. Whatever the demand they raised, all the demands were completely ended peacefully by using the negotiations method. Indian government has solved the problems, okay, without giving any demands. Next I will go forward. Another important form of regionalism we can find expression of statehood from the Indian federal framework. So if any person demanded separate state from within the India, within the out of the territory, then that is called as regionalism, which includes, for example, within India only. Suppose if separate states are demanded with outside India, that is a regionalism. If a separate states were demanded within the Indian framework, within the country, then that is also a regionalism. For example, a big state is there. Now imagine children, there is a one big state, and if these states are demanding into two parts, if these states were demanded, for example, Punjab is the best example. Imagine that this is called as Punjab. So after Punjab was divided into two parts, one is called as East Punjab and one is called as West Punjab. When Punjab was divided into two parts, East and West Punjab, even though if two parts were included in India only, then that is also considered as a regionalism. It is not included. For example, imagine that if these two parts after separated, they were included in India only, then that is also a form of regionalism. Now we already know that West Punjab and East Punjab was divided. West Punjab was a part of India. From this West Punjab again Haryana, okay, from this one Punjab, already West Punjab, again Punjab and Haryana was divided. So even though the states were dividing within the internal part of the country, then that is also one form of regionalism. So this includes bifurcations For example, in Bombay, there was a Bombay presidency. Even though bifurcations were demanded in Bombay presidency, during this time, which is under the control of British government. So during that time, Bombay was a very large presidency, which includes Maharashtra and Gujarat. So 1950, the demand is going on. After demanding, what happened? The Maharashtra and Gujarat were considered as a separate part. Okay, so even though they were separated, that and they were included as a part of India, that is also a form of regionalism. So whenever any particular regions are divided, either if the division parts are included in India or out of the country, so that is the concept of regionalism only. Now similarly, there was a bifurcations which are going on in Punjab. Already I have said you, Punjab once upon a time, it's a very big state. Okay, if you see that, now before that Punjab was like big state. Okay, so from that what happened, the Britishers have divided Punjab into two parts. One is called as East Punjab and West Punjab. East Punjab was at present which is under the control of our neighboring country. West Punjab was included as given to India. From this West Punjab again the parts were divided into two parts. One is called as Haryana and one is called as Punjab. So here also there was that is also a part of regionalism. For example, we have seen bifurcation of Punjab into Punjab and Haryana. So West Punjab, when we got West Punjab, from there again Punjab and Haryana was divided into two parts. So though that parts are included within the internal part of India, that is also a form of regionalism. At present there was a going demand for Jharkhand. Jharkhand already divided. Okay, already we know that Jharkhand was divided from Bihar. Okay, and a separate state was formed. But on the other hand, there was a going demand for Telangana. Telangana also has divided, and now which was considered as a separate part, separate state. On the other hand, the people are demanding Konkan state. Okay, Konkan, Kannada, Malabar. Okay, so they are demanding separate state in Vidarbha. Vidarbha in Maharashtra, they are demanding one more state. Demand is going on for Vidarbha, demand is going on for Konkan states, and there was a great demand which is going on in northeastern part of India, hilly states. This northeastern parts, okay, which is mainly included in the northeastern parts of India, which are mainly consists of hills. So all the states were going to, there are many states in northeastern parts are going regular demand for the separate state. Telangana already they achieved the separate state in 2014. Gorkha, so that is also one demand which is going on, Gorkha. Okay, so there was a growing demand for the Gorkha for the separate state. So these all things are included as a part of regionalism. So what we have studied? So we have studied in this point what is called regionalism. According to S.R. Maheshwari, a region is nothing but a particular territory will be considered as a region when it contains different variables in the form of different degree. When it contains different variables in the form of topography, the physical structure of land, different soil, different climate, different culture, different language, different religion. So this all comes together as a part of regionalism. Similarly, we have discussed in India, regionalism can be expressed in the various ways we can find. First one, secession from India. Whenever any country loses their control over other territory, or okay, when a particular state loses the control over the other state, or when one state forced to exit, so that is called secession. Separation from the country, that is called as secession. When states are demanding the separate state, then that is a part of regionalism. When a separate demand is going on for the regional autonomy or independence, then that is a part of regionalism. Because of interstate disputes, if there is a growing demand, if there is a problem between one state with another state or between one state to central level, then that is also a part of regionalism. Aggressive regionalism means if one state have the proud upon their region, if they have hatreds towards other region, then that is also regionalism concept which is promoting. So another form of regionalism can be found as that expression of statehood within the Indian territory. So these are the states which are created out of the country. But one more form of regionalism is whenever the regions are separated within the country. Even though after separated, if it is included as a part of India, then that is also a form of regionalism. For example, division of Bombay presidency. So during that time Bombay was a very big part. So Bombay was divided into Maharashtra and Gujarat in 1950. So this is also a concept of regionalism. Bifurcation of Punjab. So Punjab is a very big state that was divided from Punjab and Haryana. So that is a part of regionalism. So there was a growing demand which is started for Jharkhand and met. Jharkhand have achieved the demand of separate state. Telangana was achieved a demand of separate state. But there are other states were also going a similar demand of regionalism. They wanted a separate state within a big region, such as Vidarbha, Konkan, northeastern hill state, Gorkha. These are the various states. They are demanding from the big state, they are demanding a particular region. Even though the regions are concluded as a part of India, or even though the regions were concluded as a part within the India, this comes under the regionalism. States should not be separate, either outside the country or inside the country. That will be included as a common definition, that is regionalism. Okay children, in the next class we will discuss about what are the other form of regionalism. Okay, we will meet you in the next class and thank you very much.